and welcome to today's video. Our videos are not a diagnosis. We are simply speaking our opinions, not factual statements.
High situation type deal.
Today we are diving back into the Amberverse, and we will see our girl explain why she won't get WLS in Mexico. And the reason doesn't include being housebound. She continues with her shopping addiction and the instant gratification it gives her. She says her girlfriend is always working, and therefore too busy to drive her around. It is too expensive to Uber to the store, so she relies on deliveries, but there is a lie in there somewhere. And finally, Amber discusses her anxiety issues. Because Amber abuses the copyright system, clips will be heavily edited. So let's get into it.
Hello.
Hello there.
So I wasn't really gonna vlog today.
You're such a hard worker.
But I do have something on my mind
Share with the class.
that I kind of just wanted to answer because I have had some people ask me why don't I go to Mexico to get weight loss surgery.
Oh, don't do it. Please don't go.
It's drastically cheaper. You know, you don't have to go through all these requirements, etc., etc.
It was a bad idea from the start.
And the answer is pretty easy. I am following someone's journey on here who went to Mexico to get their surgery done, and there was not many requirements. No therapy, nothing, and now they're struggling with being afraid of food.
Who could have seen that coming?
Which now that I've started therapy, I just had my first appointment with I don't know if I should call him my therapist or my psychologist.
Psychologists can do research, which is a very important contribution academically and clinically to the profession. A therapist is a broader umbrella term for professionals who are trained, and often licensed, to provide a variety of treatments and rehabilitation for people.
He is planning on giving me some goals to do. Well, he did give me those goals, but we might talk more about what the goals are next appointment.
You don't make sense.
He is going to give me goals. He did give me goals. It's no wonder people think you lost so much girl when you constantly contradict yourself.
We want to regulate emotions, processing trauma. That's a big one. I cried for that for sure.
You cried for the suggestion of a goal being processing trauma. Well, if that's the case, a whole lot of crying is incoming if tears are already present for a goal suggestion.
Loving my body more, having a better relationship with my body and food.
No.
Tiny.
Did she spray Pam on the food?
Coping skills, and yeah. And I've talked more to my psychologist.
Girl, you've had one session, which was mainly an introduction. Don't get too ahead of yourself there.
The one who recommended therapy, that I do it. Now that I understand more of the reasoning behind it, it makes sense because I don't want to get my surgery and be afraid of food.
Of course not.
You literally just go to Mexico, and I know you do a little bit of lab work, and that's pretty much it. Therapy isn't required. To work on your food issues isn't required, and I just find that to be strange, and I don't exactly agree with that because, the reason why we need weight loss surgery to begin with is because we have problems with food.
Major problems.
I don't want to go into surgery or get out of surgery and be afraid of food.
You would hate that, wouldn't you?
That sounds scary to me.
As it should.
It sounds like setting yourself up for failure type style.
When you're right, you're right.
And I definitely don't want to put myself in that position.
So glad to hear it.
I don't have the belief that Amber would be afraid of food after surgery, but I'm glad to hear it is a thought she has at least considered. But I am fearful of what I believe is a more likely outcome. That Amber will still have the urge to overeat and struggle with correct portion sizes. I just hope that when the time comes she will be mentally prepared to not be able to overeat or eat awful foods, as this is what I feel will be her greatest struggle.
I feel like getting it here in the USA, unfortunately, the process is longer. It is more expensive, but that process is going to make you be successful.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I just don't think that it's good. Because the more I learn about weight loss surgery and the things required to get it here in the USA, it makes sense. It adds up. I truly feel like after weight loss surgery, if you're afraid of food, if you're opening a snack cabinet and you're feeling fearful.
A whole snack cabinet after WLS might be wishful thinking, girl.
That you're going to eat that food, then you didn't put enough work in yourself before surgery.
The penny drops.
For me and how I feel, getting weight loss surgery in Mexico is like throwing someone who's never been around lions and tigers into a cage with them.
She's making sense, huh?
But then doing it with the requirements, the therapy beforehand, is like you actually become a trainer for those tigers and those lions.
When did you get so smart?
It's wonderful to hear that Amber understands the importance of taking her time during this journey. And to think, only a few weeks ago she was having a meltdown about not getting the surgery in 2 months or so. It seems that she is currently in a place where she understands a little bit better. Let's hope it lasts.
Don't hold your breath.
I have a little bit of a Amazon haul.
Not again, please.
Okay, actually, before I haul any of this stuff, I know some people wonder, like, why do you do Amazon? Well, why don't you just, like, go to the store? My girlfriend is working majority of the day.
I assume this is your maid?
I could take an Uber, have taken a couple in the past.
Sure, Jan.
1 minute Amber is telling us she leaves the house 5 times a week. Now she is saying she never leaves the house because her chauffeur, Jade, is too busy working to drive her around. And that she doesn't Uber about because it costs money. So everything she needs she gets delivered to the house. Which lie is it, Goral?
That's a lot. That's a lot. This whole video is a lot. But the Uber to even get to the store, $20, $30. So it's like...
Viewers aren't suggesting to never use Amazon delivery. They are suggesting that some of the items could be picked up at the store to get you out of the house on occasion. Not everything needs to come directly to your door. Most people understand the convenience of deliveries, while knowing it doesn't have to be used for everything. And I don't buy the concern of it being $20 to $30 to Uber to the store, as Amber blows money into the wind with mountains of unnecessary purchases. I can't imagine $30 is triggering, after $3,000 a month being spent on takeout for years.
Housebound, you know.
It's just like a little sprayer for your hair.
No one cares!
I got some of this, they're insertable plastic dividers. Sometimes I catch myself repeating myself.
You do it constantly.
I got some maxi dresses. Literally just gray. Got a like snake bite one. Snake bite. I meant to say snake skin.
I don't know how to say really anything.
Xbox.
Are you running for women's rights?
Or for the environment.
So this is a binder. It's also what I needed for class. I got some gel pens.
That's excessive.
So I am a little disappointed because the binder is broke right here.
Well, that's shocking.
It's also broke pretty bad right here. This is unfortunate.
A prime example of why people suggest that not everything should be bought online.
So I think this is like the first binder I've ever bought off of Amazon, and it's a bad experience. So I don't think I'll ever be doing that again.
We could go outside and who knows? You might feel better.
So this was sent to me by a subscriber. They do all have like, you know, D for Daisy, I for Iris. I'm not gonna follow that.
She likes to be unique.
Maybe Feline can color too.
No one cares!
I suffer with pretty bad panic attacks. Tonight I had one. As you can tell, my eyes are swollen. I'm like super red. You know, this used to happen back when I was like 18, 19, when my panic attacks first started. Like my body does not know how to react, and my jaw, like, it doesn't lock up, but it clenches so bad that I just can't even move my mouth, and I'm like hyperventilating and drooling.
Anxiety causes muscle tension, clenching teeth, and other symptoms that can cause pain and discomfort in the jaw. Mindfulness can help individuals gain better control over their jaw discomforts. Exercises can relieve jaw tension. Slow and controlled mouth movements, such as opening and closing the jaw or moving it from side to side. Some people might also use their hands, massaging the tense parts of their jaw.
This is really hard for me to talk about, to be honest. I've tried to open up about it in the past, and I still remember a quotable moment that people still quote me by.
Like, not being able to control, like, depression. It's like all those things, like not being able to control your mind sometimes, or your emotions or anything. It's one of the most scariest things in the world. I need people to know that, like, mental things is scary.
And I'm the one who has grammar issues. Even though a quote came out of that, my anxiety is very real, and my anxiety / panic attacks are very real and scary. I think what is the craziest is like everything could be going right and anxiety just decides to mess that up.
Very true. Anxiety can rear its ugly head even on the best of days. Considering Amber is again currently receiving therapy, it is one of the best things she can do to help this issue. In the past, Amber has been known to skip her meds, so I hope that she is currently treating herself correctly and protecting her mental health to the best of her abilities.
There's no comment of the day. There's no being interviewed by you. There's no P.O. box.
I want to thank God.
Let's take a look at some of the comments before we leave the situation type deal. $20 to $30 for an Uber to go to the store and actually shop is a big no. But $15 on a soda or a cup of ice is absolutely okay and reasonable. Amber is the embodiment of all talk, no action. Who the F would think you're gonna go to Mexico for surgery? Amber can't even leave the house, and y'all think she's gonna leave the country. I just don't think being scared of food would ever be your biggest issue. P.S. I've had WLS, and there's no therapy that will be able to predict your response to food post-surgery. I was severely sick post-surgery, and threw up multiple times on a freshly cut sleeve. No matter how much meds they gave me to stop it. I threw up every type of protein I tried, and lived off Jell-O for a while. You can't compare yourself to others' experiences, especially not yet, baby girl. You've got a long road ahead. Preach to us afterward, okay. Big Al, I leave my apartment every day. Also Big Al, my girlfriend works all the time and it's not cost effective to Uber, so it's easier to order it on Amazon and have it delivered to my apartment. Translation, Big Al doesn't leave her apartment. Wait, you would gladly spend $15 to have a soda delivered to your door, but you won't spend $20 on an Uber and gain some independence and fresh air. Why are we discussing a trip to Mexico when we can't even make it past the front door? Thanks for watching our channel. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, stay safe.